This is a morning. So my ring light has broken, and the attachment that I put the camera on is attached to the ring light. Most of you know how that goes. Good morning. So I sort of have it balanced. I have my ring light balanced on here because it's my ring light is broken. So it's kind of wobbly. How are you this morning? How so yeah. And I haven't been in my art room for a little bit, so it's a mess up here. The AC, we've been having problems with the AC, and so I finally got somebody to look at it, and it's fried. But good news, bad news. We had a tropical storm roll through, which cooled things down for us. But it didn't do good things for a lot of people. Flooding, I understand. I don't know. I haven't really been keeping up too well. So, anyways, I'm sorry about the weird angle. It's always been kind of a weird angle anyway. How are you? So my tea is downstairs, but I did bring up some ice water. I'm going to get started on water, and then I got my tea steeping. So, good morning. Welcome in. So, I'm multi-streaming for sure this morning to YouTube Board Grandma Designs. I'm over there. Also, multi-streaming. So, if we make anything together and you want to rewatch it, you can go there and watch it as well. How are you this morning? So I've been playing with napkins, though. I have been doing that. I love to collage, and I have misplaced my Mod Podge. I add a little bit of water to it, and I've been playing with that, and I do my own little decoupage things. But if you go over there, over to YouTube, you can subscribe. You'll see that thumbnail. It's a picture I took years ago at a 50th birthday party. I just thought it was real pretty. I made it my thumbnail. How are you? I hope well. Did any of you get this crazy weather? It's just like all kinds of storms and things across America. So what I wanted to show you is something that I have been playing with. I've been playing with napkins, which I have an obsession with napkins, and I haven't been playing with them for a while. I like to decoupage with them, and what I do is I tear the layers off of it, and I make it to where it's one single sheet, and I just play with different ones, and I make it my own. And what I've done, you know, the liner in the cereal boxes. Do any of you eat cereal? You're in Indiana. It's a beautiful day today here too. Yesterday, the backyard, I was watching the backyard and the birds and squirrels and the trees, and it was just beautiful, you know, and cool. And then I opened the front door, and it was like wind, and the palms were falling everywhere. And I had already laid I have an arbor, um, and I laid it down. I grew my butterfly teepee on it. Butterfly P-T. P-E-A. But, yeah, I kind of laid it down because it was going to fall over anyway. So, what are you having this morning? I'm having water, ice water, and then I've got my tea steeping. I already have my cup of coffee. I'm in Northwest Florida, so it's a little warm normally, but I got fans between. I got fans above me, fans to the left, fans to the right. I'm upstairs with no AC, but we're lucky. today because that tropical storm cooled everything down for us up here. But anyways, you know, so with junk journaling, we use junk in our journals. Not We do embellish with our printables and different things that we find in our beautiful designer 12 by 12 papers that we cut down and do things with, and we do put a lot of new things, but also we put old things and creative things. And one of the things that I like to do is with the cereal box, in addition to using the cereal box as a cover to my journals, I use the plastic liner. I clean that up, and then my fan to the left of me just battery died already. That's okay. I'm not hot. Anyways, but I did like this one's ugly. I I know, but I just use this and for an example, just to peel it off. But I used one of the liners from the inside of the cereal box, and I cut it. I usually keep them lined and make pockets out of them, and I decoupage napkins onto them. So I'm going to show you what I've made so far, and then I peel them off of this. But normally I don't use a Mod Podge that's shiny, but somehow it's shiny today. But this is the first one that I did. You'll see a little girl in there, and it makes it kind of translucent. I've used the little notes, music notes, and I just kind of tore them up. It's like an art therapy type thing, but it bends it. This is what it looks on this side, but when you peel it up, it's shiny like this. And I just add it as a page. You can fold it, cut it, fold it, put it in your journals, and that's what I do. But I have to be careful, because if it gets a little warm, it gets a little sticky, is a thing that I found. But I've got, like, you can put baker's paper or whatever over it, tissue paper to separate it, to keep it from sticking anywhere. But it's not sticky now, but you know, when you close it like this, it might. But that is something that I've been working on. And then this was the first one that I did last Wednesday. I thought I was multicasting, but I wasn't. This is another one. So I know that's an odd thing. Hello, welcome in. Hi, Mel. How are you this morning? The Paper Alchemy. I get a lot of things from her. Well, what I can. It might not be a lot to some of you, but I'm on a budget right now. We are still trying to recover from a hurricane from, oh my gosh, from 2018. So, anyways, so I'm on a budget, always trying to fix things. But this is another one. There's a zebra in there, and I put music notes and different stuff, and that's what I did right there for the paper. So just to add interest in the journal, and you can cut it down, you can fold it and add to the journal. But I guess you could paint this on the other side, or leave it. I don't know. But these are the things that it takes a lot of time, but it's kind of like art therapy. But I've not been really making the journal. I've been doing these types of things. And here's one that I left on. It's not a pretty one. This one, you know, sometimes you have flub ups, and this one's kind of ugly. So I'm going to peel it though, just to show you. So, taking this. Good morning. Welcome in. So, I'm doing a napkin. It's supposed to, some say it's like a rice paper, but it's not really. So, you just peel it. I had peeled this prematurely. So, it's, and I put it back down again because I thought, let me save it for you guys. And instead of doing it all myself. But this is the liner of a cereal box, and it has cereal in it. And then this is not pretty, but it makes it a little translucent. Just something different to add to a journal to make it interesting. I cut them down. This one I didn't make as big, but it's not pretty like this one. Has a butterfly and music notes. And it has a little girl putting her boots on in front of an arbor. I have my arbor laying down in the front yard. Uh-oh. Seems like I keep losing hair. Little seahorse. This one's fun. I love zebras. Little zebra. There's another side. But yeah, that's just a little something I thought I'd share with you that I worked on I was working on this one last Wednesday, and I took it downstairs and I just kept working on it. So yeah, I plan on adding these to some of my journals that I do. I've got a couple of shows. It's like a Christmas raid train coming up. And also I've got another raid train coming up. It's Wonderland and Fairies. And then there's it's like Alice in Wonderland and Fairies. And also there's one coming up, that the Forgotten Library. That's one I'm most excited about. Something outside of my Wednesdays. I was a little late this morning because my ring light is broken. The little attachment is broken. But I have some clues as to why they're broken. There are handprints on the wall next to it, and there's a handprint in the middle of my screen. So I'm thinking somebody was curious about my ring light, but I don't know. I could have done it. So, anyways, I'm gonna show a couple of things. That is why I have these napkins, the assorted napkins, to make something like that. Let me pin it. Let me show you. I have a few. I know summertime is about over with, but we got Christmas coming up and Halloween, and I got a few napkins here. I'm gonna just run as an auction, but you peel them apart. This is one for the summer. You can make your own little pages and stuff with that one. I just have a few of these, not many. Thank you, Trisha. Is that? Yay. That's actually a good buy on these, because you buy these individually and they cost about that. So congratulations. In addition to that, I have my own little buyer's gibby, and I put your name in a bowl. And I've not been up here for days, so I'm going to put your name in my little tiny fish bowl here. Thank you so much. Oh, and I actually found my glasses, but of course they're in my purse. So I'm going to put your name in my little fish bowl here. And I'm going to have to use my fabric scissors. Please don't judge me. There you go. So I'm going to put your name in my fish bowl. And I'm here till 5 o'clock, so it's going to be a while. You don't have to stick around because it's towards the end. I'll be pulling from that. So my shows are not fast. They are very slow. I'm slow. So let me put your name with this. Okay. So I'm going to run the next one. You like the fish bowl? You know what? It was my little sister's idea. She's the one that told me you've had them bookmarked. Really? I did not know that. Thank you for bookmarking them. Go ahead. You know, we get ideas from each other and then we do our own little spin on it. But do it. So here's a ghost one. I'm going to put this assorted napkins. Okay. I'm going to run this as an auction. I'm going to take this down to $3. So all the little holidays are coming. Let me do that for 10 seconds. But I added the fall with the little ghost. So I thought they were adorable. Thank you for looking at that. You're welcome. I mean, that idea had to come from someone else that was doing it, right? Did I never take that price down? I might not have. Let me take that down to $3. Okay, and now here's the Santa Claus with some other little napkins here. I've got 2 sets of these. I like to purchase completed projects. Unfortunately, my hands don't work like they need to. I understand. Yes. So I have those. And then here's another little Halloween-y one that's a little different from the others. I only have a couple more left, so we'll move on to something else. Run as auction. 3. This is 10 seconds. How many are in there? Oh, of which ones? I'm just reading it. The Santa, or this is 1, 2, 3 on these, I believe. Yes. 3 in these. Christmas. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I think 4 in the Christmas. Let me open it up to be sure. Try not to get the tape on it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it's 4. Did you want me to run it again or pass? I'll just go ahead and run it. $3, 10 seconds. I probably should do 7 seconds just to make it go quicker. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Trisha. I love napkins. I'm napkin crazy. I think I got my sister napkin crazy too. Trisha. You know, I don't know why. I was like this last year, but I got excited about the holidays, and I usually don't. But I'm going to put you back in the fish bowl. For the buyer's givey, here's the fish bowl. And it's usually something that I make. I haven't made it yet. or it might be something that somebody else has made. So I'm going to put this with your other. Okay, and here's another one. Runners auction, $3. Oh, Susie, hi. Susie in the Sunflower State. Where is this? Well, I'm in the Sunshine State. Where's the Sunflower State? Thank you, Susie. I'm going to put you in my little buyer's givey. Susie Sunflower. I love sunflowers. Kansas. Okay. I don't know if I've ever been to Kansas. I'm just going to, for short, I'm going to write Susie Sunflower. And I'm going to put you in my buyer fishbowl givey. And you don't have to stay for this. I'm here till 5. Okay, so I'll put that there and put this to the side. Okay. All right, I have another one here. It's got 4 of them in there. So, uh-oh. Assorted napkins, 3 from 6 to 3. 10 seconds. Am I working? I am working. Do we need to be present for the buyers? No, you do not. You do not have to be present. I'm here till 5 o'clock and I do it towards the end. So, thank you for looking at this. And then, I think I already did this. I'll do it again. Wednesday's a long all day for me. I have each day of the week scheduled for different things that I do, and this one only has 3 in it. 1, 2, and 3. And today is my Whatnot day. Although I'm always looking at Whatnot as a buyer. And it's almost the same as the other, except for it has 1, 2, I think this one has 4 napkins. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, thank you for looking at that. Okay. So the next thing that I have that I like to do, I'm going to show you these. These are my what's called Coptic stitch. Let me pin it. I do a Coptic stitch method on my junk journals. These are the mini ones, and I do upcycling. This material was donated, not the paper itself, but what we use to put it together. I use cracker boxes and I glue them together. This is the back of, the paper that we get. I just make them 4x4 squares and I glue them together, and I take 2 of them and make a front and I make a back. And then I have an awl, and I punch the holes in each of the papers, and I do 5 holes here, and I have to match them all up. I make a little paper bead, and I've got the threading is what I got from a thrift store down the road. They're no longer there. Then I love Butterfly PT. That I colored dyed with that, and then did some stamping and used the designer papers and stuff on these. And since it's a junk journal, I repurposed my envelopes on these, and that's what I did. That's the zebra one, and then I have one that has the butterflies in it, and this one has the 3 beads. And I like to show how to make these here. And I just did some little stamps with my little stamps and roughened up some pages and used some papers from upcycle books and things. And I copy dyed some papers in the oven too. So got 2 of those today. I didn't make any more. I donated some. I'm a printer at a museum. Now, I've only done it for a little over a year and a half. And it's a print museum, so I'm on a 1915 letterpress printer, Chandler and Price. It's very interesting, very fun. But I donated some of these to raise money for our museum. So I'm going to run these half off. You get to pick for 10 seconds. They make great gifts. Thank you. Is that Wiener Junkies? Thank you. Now, which one would you like? 1 or 2? Congratulations. The butterflies. Yes, this is yours. Okay, let me get a bag and put your name in it, and then you're in the fish bowl. And like I said before, you do not have to be present whenever I do the pull. Put this in here. Thank you for being here. I never know who's going to show up. It's always a pleasure to see who's here. Wiener Junkie. That's fun to say. I can write prettier than this, but I don't know. Whenever I'm on camera and I feel rushed, I sort of write crazy like. Okay. You can put in here with your journal. Butterfly journal. We have a butterfly park next to the museum. It's a tiny one. It's so pretty. So I'm going to put you on the fish bowl. And I'm here till 5, so it's an all-day thing. And I painted my nails for you guys, but it didn't last with me. I always have my fingers in glue. I see a sunflower journal in your shop. Is that one sold? Oh, actually, I print those off my printer. I'm out of yellow ink. I can make those. I print the sunflower and then I can make them. But I'm out of yellow ink. It's like I made so many of them and I haven't been back to get more ink. But I can make it for you. You might have to wait on it though. Gotta find the ink, and I just can't believe this new printer. It gives out really easily. I need some sunflowers. So here's a zebra again. And it has a little butterfly. And that's the butterflies on the inside. No worries. I am sure I'll be back in Asia. Okay. Just let me know if you remember. Yeah, that's the part. Remember. I will do my best to remember. But thank you for looking at that one. So another thing is I have all these paper ephemeras. I got 2 of them listed here. I don't know why I did that. Who knows? But let me move this out of the way. So I put together these packets. It has different like designer papers and different papers I thought that anybody could use in a junk journal, and little extra postcards and some other things. I'll open this up so you can see what's in there. I take my time putting them together to try to make them look presentable for this occasion. So I'm going to take this down to 3. Now it has a postcard. This is a Brad. It looks like it comes from the 70s. I gotten it out of a thrift store. This is a little die cut, and then just a couple papers. I put this doily on a gel print just to see what it would look like. And then at the museum, I was this was donated to me, and that's how they did their books. There was a book printed by. They took some of the pages out of the newspaper that the original owner. He's the founder of where I live. Anyways, this is some of the things that he liked to write poetry and stuff. He did a lot of things. And then I put another little page from a botanical book in here. And some tea dyed or coffee dyed. I think that's tea dyed. And then I got some of this is a swatch. It's material. The color is 09 red cotton. I used to work in a furniture store. They had me as their designer. This is from a 1960s Reader's Digest. But these are the things that I thought, you could probably use in a junk journal. I'm going to do that for $3. And no interest. It's okay. Thank you for looking. I'm going to put them back in this bag. It's not going to be as pretty as it was. I do want to oomph these packages up a little bit more. I just have to have time. My daughter came to town, and we sort of had a family reunion at my parents', so I really didn't have time to work on these like I normally do. So, plus it's been so hot in this room. Thank you for looking at that. I also do a little lino print. I do lino cut. I sketch out what I'm going to print. And I made this little lino cut seahorse. Normally it's right behind me, but okay, I found it. I even did my daughter's dog that had passed away. I lino cut him, but that's not a lino cut. I photographed him, And then I turned it into like a print, and then I sketched him out, traced him, but I don't know if I sent it to him. They've been on vacation. So his name was Gizmo, but I did that at the museum, and I got to get that in the mail. They're coming back from their vacation. But here are my little seahorses, and my heart is just set on seahorses. I got a thing for them. We grew up in with a shrimp boat in our backyard, and we go shrimping and stuff. But I'm gonna I've got some other ones I want to show you. They're not going to be seahorses or anything, but I don't have them here. I'm just gonna run this half off from 10 to 6. I'm going to just do 7 seconds to get this going, because if you're interested, you're interested. If you're not, you're not. I meant to do that for 5, not 6. But yeah, it's kind of embossed a little bit. But this one's got a mat around it. They're fun to play with. Thank you. Okay. So they're 5x7s. And it's printed on a paper that's intended for the ink. Now this type of ink is a it's going to say seahorse, but of course these are not. But these are different lino cuts that I did of a starfish, a scallop. Oh, here's another one. I had numbered and signed this one, but this one's different, so that's got to go somewhere else. All right, let me see. I'm going to run these as half off, and you get to choose whichever one you want. But that's a rubber base ink, and I did this on the 1915 Chandler & Price printer after I sketched them out and traced them onto this vinyl and then carved them. Okay, thank you for looking. So, yeah. I think I had a lot of chores when I was a little girl growing up. So now that I'm an elderly lady, I get to play arts and crafts with you guys. So I'm trying to do all the things. So that's a little bit of everything that I have in my shop right now. But there's another little thing that I like to do. Is make my little envelopes and my Victorian pocket purse puzzles. Have any of you heard of the Victorian pocket purse puzzles? I don't think I have any in my shop. No. May I show you? Let's play, shall we? Okay, so I have you get a piece of paper. Okay, absolutely. So your paper has to be square. It could be a 12x12, an 8x8, a 6x6, 5x5, whatever, just as long as it's square. This is 12x12. At least I assume that it is. So let me see. It's going to be backwards for you guys. 12x12. Okay, so I'm going to take this as the pattern side, and this side has nothing on it. So I'm going to take this corner. I'm going to do corner to corner. I'm going to move my glue. That's a accident waiting to happen right there. So I'm going to do corner to corner. Place that down, and I'm going to fold it just like so, and then I'm going to flip it. I'm going to take this corner to that corner, corner to corner. And I'm going to fold that down. Try to get it as perfect as you can. You don't always. And this one doesn't look like it's so perfect. All right. Then you open that back up. And then we're going to take this. I think that's 8 inches. That's where that needs to be. So you can mark it if you want. Let me get a little mechanical pencil. 8 inches. Because it's got to be done in thirds, even though this is not in thirds, but you'll know what I mean after I've done it. So I'm going to fold this here. To that little mark. Nice crisp fold. And then I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to take the other side and I'm going to take it to the crease. So here we go, to the crease. And then I'm going to fold it down like so. So after that, I go and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to turn it. Eight inches. Fold this down to 8 inches. Just like that. And then we're going to turn it, take this piece, and put it here. Like I said, I'm on YouTube, Board Grandma Designs. I'm multicasting over there too. It's live right now, so if anybody's trying to chit chat with me over there, I can't hear you guys. I can't see you because I have this up. I'm on Whatnot. I'm Leela Bag on Whatnot. Okay, now that we've got all of them folded, there's a square in the middle. See that square? And the crosshairs right there. So we're going to flip this over, and we're looking at the square in that little corner. We're going to take this corner and we're going to put it into that corner where the square is in the middle. So, and then we're going to fold it just like that. And we're going to do all 4 corners, but we're going to do the opposite side. Flip it this way, open it up, find the center square, take it to the corner, fold that down, and then turn it this way, find this corner, the corner to the outer corner of the square, and then we turn it this way and find that corner. Are your eyes cross-sighted at this point? I'm just imagining. Okay, now that we have it like that, we're going to flip it over again. And from corner to corner, we have these edges here. We're going to put our fingers in the little divots there. We're going to kind of pop it away from us, or away from each other. And then we're going to take a hold of it right here. And then we're going to put the square on a surface, flat surface, and we're going to try to start pushing in. And we're going to kind of do the same all around. Kind of push it in. And what we're doing is we're working with the paper fibers. And we're pushing everything in. until it folds down kind of by itself. It's going to look like a pinwheel. And once it's down like this, then you fold this down, little flaps over each other, and we walk it around. And then that last flap, you're going to tuck it into this one. And that way you can have extra writing spaces. You can put it in a tuck, in a pocket in your journal. A pocket within a pocket. There's kind of a tuck here and a tuck here, but you can open them up and make more writing space. Now, back during the Victorian age, they used to take their paper and they would watercolor or paint on them. They would write on them and put their little seal here and address it and put it in the mail. But you can't do that nowadays because they'll get caught in the machines. So, but I mean, you can try if you like. It is very neat. Thank you, Kristen. Yeah, I have a lot of fun making these. Now, when I first did it, it takes me 3 good tries to get anything right, but I just about threw this one in the air. But I was determined. It's Board Grandma Designs. You'll see the little icon, welcome to Board Grandma Designs. It'll look just like this. I took this photo at the beach at a 50th birthday party. I just happened to look over and see all the seagulls forming around that. I just thought that was pretty. But yes. So I'm there. It is fun. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, you can stop and go on the YouTube, or if you purchase it here, anything here, they said there's a video receipt that you can watch, but that's only for like 90 days, I guess. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, I like making these, and I like I think this one I'm going to do another little pocket, and I like to call these Victorian Tussie Mussies because in the Victorian ages they made these little cones and they would put their flowers in it, and the flowers and the scent of the flowers, they all had different messages and meanings. And when they would go to a ball or a dance or whatever, the Tussie Mussie would be sent to a certain girl, and it had different messages in there. So I love Victorian. So I'm going to tuck this in here. And so that's a little pocket. I can either put it there or I can tuck it back here. Do you know how to make these pockets? Right here. So I like to get, my mother gives me all these cards, and so I fussy cut the cards. You know what fussy cut means, right? Hi, Crystal. How are you? So I'm going to, I fussy cut a little bird. I don't know what happened to, oh, there he is. A little bird in there. So I like making the fussy cut them off a card. See, it's just from a card. I just kind of tuck it in there to make it interesting. But I try to do it a certain way. He doesn't always want to cooperate with me. But I haven't finished these. I had some travel ones, and I like to also make the 4x4 Coptic 6 journals, and they'll fit in here behind there too with these. But thank you. Thank you, Stephanie. I haven't been making too many YouTube videos, but I've been doing the lives. I'm learning Whatnot, and I've just sort of neglected my YouTube channel for a while. I'm just, life happens. I helped with my grandson for a while, and now I have a new granddaughter, so you know how that goes, life. So I kind of backed away from making my YouTube channel videos or whatever, but I love making things. So sounds like it's getting windy again outside. How's the weather where you guys are? Yesterday we had a lot of feeder bands go by, and it's raining now, so it tells me there's another feeder band going by. My first grandbaby was born May 20th. She's my heart. Congratulations. Oh, that first grandbaby. It puts you in the clouds, doesn't it? Actually, all of them did that for me. You're welcome. That's so sweet. This is my 8th, and it's a girl, and she was born May 26th. There is nothing like being a grandma. There is nothing like it. I mean, you're in the clouds with the grandbabies, or your own children, but you gotta make them behave. It's a lot of work. Dress them, feed them, make sure they're okay. It's a lot. So I'm gonna check your profile. Looks like you may have your own shows. Wiener Junkie. So I'm thinking, you must have Dachshunds. Oh, sounds like a Southern girl to me. Oh, look at this. Victorian. Yes, you're all about Victorian. Hey, y'all. We are Wiener Junkies, Joe and Shelly. We believe the vintage treasures have their own unique story to tell. Yeah, they do. Our mission is to rediscover these hidden treasures, to share them with you. Our loyal Wiener mascot, Darby, and Weasley, is it Weasley, are also by our side, sniffing out the best treasures. Join us on this journey through time and find your next treasure with Wiener Junkies. We specialize in collection buyouts and rehome of estates through live on-site auction, online auctions, and live selling on Whatnot. So your next show is going to be Friday at 7 a.m. So I'm bookmarking these. You've got quite a number of them all. There's the Wiener. Oh, yes. Now I see why. That makes sense why you would be Wiener Junkie. Make sure I'm not going to exit. Sometimes I exit out the whole thing when I go back. So, yeah. That was my daughter's dog, Gizmo, and he loved to swim. He loved to eat my 50th birthday cake and come lick me in the mouth after getting into the kitty litter box. He was a personality. He was sweet. He was a very old dog, but you put him in a pool and he'd swim around with everybody else, and you'd have to take him out because he would not stop. He would not. Yeah, that was a pretty. Let's just say that Gizmo and I got very close that day. I'm like, how did he find that box? I had it very well hid. But he found it. So, anyways, I love making these. You know, I think, See if I can add. It won't be a picture, but since I have this up here, I'm going to create a listing. Name the product. Pocket. I don't even know what I'd call this. What would you call this? A pocket? Pocket. A pocket purse and more. I'll just say pocket purse and more. I don't. I didn't have enough coffee. I'm trying to like wing myself off the coffee, and it's really hard for me. This is a pocket within a pocket. Pocket purse. Usually have them up here. I'm going to put more than one in case we make more. 10's a good number. 5, I'll just say 5. I don't even know. Oops. Shipping profile. Do 1. Save. I guess that's all the information they need there. Did it even come up? Maybe it came up in option. No. By now. Ah, there it is. Okay. So what the pocket purse, I just tucked it in here and more. I'm just gonna, since I already have it up here, I'll run it. I put it. Well, look at you. What just happened? Oh, you bought it. Okay. Thank you. It's yours. Wiener Junkie. Let me see. I'll put your other. I think this is your other one. I had a neighbor years ago down the road that had a yard full of those wiener dogs. They seem vicious every time you rode your bicycle or walked past it. So I'm going to put you back in my bowl, buyer's bowl. Here we go. There's my little fish bowl. And your little book, your little junk journal, should be able to fit in here as well. See that? Isn't that neat? It just fits right down in there. I just experimented and discovered that I could fit them all in there. I'm always like, well, let's see what happens. So my grandson's the same way. That's why my ring light is most likely broken. I don't know. I can't blame him. It could have been me. I had these traveler ones too that I had done, but with the intention of making more of the books, since for the people that like to travel, something you could put in your suitcase and then have extra room to write and put your tickets or seashells or flowers, wildflowers, or things that you pick, or a little stone. Put it in there. But yes, I made those. And I kind of got crazy with the ink on this one. But these are some of the other ones that I had made over the summer. So that's the back. You know, those papers that the big pages that has these big images on it. Well, this had a street or whatever. It's like, what do you do with that? So I just made one of these. This is cardstock. But I had made several of them. Here's another one with the little airplane, and it had the sea. But it's like I never knew what to do with those bigger papers. So what I ended up doing is just making the little folded pocket. Do you know how to do the folded pocket? It didn't dawn on me until later on. I'm like, you know, I think we used to do these pockets with like newspaper or whatever, and it seemed like we put popcorn in it. We kind of popped it open or whatever as kids at school. I don't know. My mother might have done it. She was a brownie. She was our brownie scout leader. So it might have been something we did in brownie scouts. But I also have something else which I've not. It might be in my bin. I'm not quite sure. But I used to work at a furniture store, and I was their designer. I had a table, a design table, and swatches. And this is Knickerbockers. I pulled this apart. Man, this was not easy. I had these huge staples in there, and you could see the holes that it was in. But we had these hung, and I would hung up in the middle of the store, and I would help people find their frames of their sofas and chairs and love seats, and then they would bring the color swatches of what they had in their house, and we would match things up according to the colors. But I have these. I was selling these three. I think I was doing it 3 for $1 or something. But they're fabrics, and they have the little names on the back of them. There it is, Jade. And then this one's called Bamboo. And this one's called Garden. But yeah, I have them in sets of 3s. So let me see if I'm going to create a little listing here. That's something that you could add to a junk journal, or you can do a mini cover or whatever. And I'll do it's upholstery fabric swatches. Ooh, it's starting to heat up in this room. There's 3 set of 3 of 3. Set of 3, your choice. I'm going to I don't know how many I have here. I'm just going to, 10 sounds like a good number. And I'm only going to, they're usually $3, but I'm going to put $3 in here and the buy it now, but then I'm going to run it as an auction for $1. A shopping profile. Oh, shipping profile. I forgot to do that. I always forget to do that. So let me do that. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll do the first 3 like this. Let me pin that, and then I'll run it as an auction. So let me run this as an auction. So there's, and I'm only going to do it for 7 seconds to keep it short. So there's 1, 2. You can use them as like a, you can make one of those, oh gosh, what do they call it? Where you stack them on top of each other like that. You can kind of cut them down. I don't know what I'm trying to describe here, but a waterfall page with the fabric. You could do that type of thing with it. Let me cut these little strings off. And somebody said that there's a die cut that you can use that can cut the fabric as well. So I forgot to change it to $1. Hold on, let me do that. It's got to finish. Sorry about that. I didn't mean 3. There's just a few of these. So if there's no interest, I'll move on rather quickly. Well, that went so fast I didn't even see it. So, okay. So I'll move on. Here we go. So another thing, I like making these little things I call them medallions. I want to work on a few of those today. I have a basket full of stuff here. But these are what I call my medallions. And I like to cut them up with the with my little crank and die cuts. I have a spellbinder is what I use. So I got a goose. Try to say duck like that, duck goose. So those are the little things that I like to work on today to make a little bit more of them. They're fun to make. Hello, welcome in. So I did a little pocket purse puzzle and little pockets and some, now I like to make some little, what I call medallions. I just kind of layer them on there. It's what I'm hoping to work on today, if I can just find them all. But kind of a farm inspired. My parents live on a little hobby farm in the country where they have chickens and ducks and a couple of donkeys. They had a whole lot more than that before, but they decided to just get a little bit less than what they had. So that's sort of something that I had did, my little medallions that I love making. I make all types of them. Let me see. I'm trying to find, I haven't been up here in days, so I'm trying to get acquainted with my art room. I need to come up here every day. So here's some that I cut for like tags and some other ones. And I try to make some little tags here. And here's some more. This one's a little shiny, like a little mirror. And I just cut them and saved them. We got Christmas coming up. Here's one that I've done. And they're kind of a warped looking because I do a lot of Mod Podge. So these are some, I like to, you can use them as tucks, you know, kind of glue them along here and put them on your page. Here's another one. All that cardboard that we package and send to each other. Oh, here's one of a, I lost that die. I don't know what happened to it. It'd be nice if it was in this box. Oh look, I found two other little die cuts that I can. But yeah, that's what I thought I would work on today. My little medallions. So we have some other little things coming up here real soon. There's another one I'll cut. Thank you for hanging out with me as I'm trying to figure out. So, did you have a girl or a boy? Grandson or granddaughter? Are you still in the room? All of these are little die cuts. That one's got some texture to it. That must be a gel, from a gel print. But they look a little rough, but I like to cover them up. Oh, granddaughter Scarlett. That's sweet. Mine is Madison. I bet you've taken a lot of pictures. Is she with you? I mean, is she nearby? I'm hearing some of these grandmas are far away from their grandbabies. Mine's far enough away. She's just about just out of reach from me. Same state. 20. Oh, that's not bad. Can't move away. Nope. I couldn't move away either. I did that with my first grandson. I had to move, and that was the hardest thing ever. Oh, it was so hard. Those were difficult times back then. He is 22 now. Time flies. We have one child. Oh, yeah, I see. I have 3 daughters. And my 2 oldest, moved away. One moved far away. With my grandchildren, with her kids, and it's like, that's too far, but I've been to see her quite a bit. I've been adding up those points and flying, but it's getting where it's getting hard for me to travel. So I've got these little things that I've been working on. These little die cuts. And I've got a couple of things that is coming up. One is a Christmas kitmas or whatever, which I probably should have saved those napkins for that. But I'm gonna think about something else that I'm gonna put together for that show. So that's real pretty. And a journal, you put it in the little corner. You can make a tuck out of it, or you can just put it in the corner and make it look pretty. Yeah, I've got 3 daughters and 8 grandchildren. I have helped populate this earth. But the thing is, we all don't get together at the same time like I had dreamed that we would do. I'm hoping it's going to happen for Thanksgiving this year, but I hope that every year. Last year, I've not done Thanksgiving with my family in a while, so this year I've just said, okay, time is going by quickly, and the grandchildren are growing. My children, we need to be together. So we're gonna have Thanksgiving at my daughter's. She's in Alabama, so she gave the invite. So I'm excited about that. So the packaging, I played with the packaging. Me and my grandson, we played with the stamps, and I know you probably shouldn't blend your inks on your ink pads, but I did. I was so naughty. And I put the packaging, we just, the inside packaging paper, we just stamped it, filled it full of stamps, and then I cut them down and was playing, and I decoupaged it onto this. I don't think that one turned out so great. It was an experiment. So you're never going to know unless you experiment. But I got these other little tags that I cut down. I wonder if I can somehow take a picture of that and then do a listing. Without you seeing my face. I finally took a shower. It's like we went camping, went and stayed with my parents in the country, and all of us went there, and I don't think any of us showered or brushed our teeth. I finally was able to get in the shower and get my teeth brushed. And I'm supposed to have a cleaning today, but I wasn't really well enough to travel that far. I go to this place called Weehawken to get my teeth cleaned, to see my dentist. He's like, the price is right, and it's a beautiful ride out there in the very, very tiny small town. They do Tupelo honey out there. That's what they're known for. And I guess the Dead Lakes, I don't know, there's a lot of fishing out there, freshwater fishing, but I do none of those. I do honey. I love to buy the honey. That's what I sweeten my oatmeal up with and other things. It's honey rather than sugar. So, but I peeled the cardboard back to get that corrugated, exposed corrugation, I guess. I don't know. Then I put gesso or white paint on this. I blended I was running out of white paint, which I think I am out of white paint. Why didn't I get that? My husband and I went to the garage store together and I didn't get any white paint. I just needed to get him out of there. I was thankful that he went with me, and but I didn't want to overspend because there was a lot going on. They had the Christmas and fall out and decoration. He loves to decorate. My holiday closet is chaos. I had it organized and now it's chaos. Okay, so clean these up, and I like to layer these, and I guess I don't have this is something I usually will cut a smaller one down, and then I'll do a layer, and then I'll put whatever on there, and then I'll put this on the book on the front of the cover, and maybe put something else around it. That's what I like to do with my medallions. Like here's one. But apparently I didn't make enough of those. But this is something like, just like this, I can glue onto here or on the back of here. And then put it on a book. I don't know, do I want to do that? Let me see. That's why I always have this handy. And then if it warps a little, it's okay, because I have encyclopedias. I just set them on top of a really heavy book. And put that in there. Hello, welcome. My name is Leela. I'm in Northwest Florida. I'm making little medallion type things for journals. So like here's this little journal. You can put a little medallion on top of it, but this is going to cover that. I do have a kitty that I should have not cut like that, but maybe I can put something like that and maybe some words on here. This is not gluing, so I might need a different type of glue, because that is very watered down glue. Hope all is well your way. We had a tropical storm. The feeder bands of the tropical storm go by. It's a little windy and rainy outside right now, but not like it was yesterday. I have an arbor outside. I made a little rock garden, and I put the arbor up, and I came home and it was sort of leaning over, so I went ahead and put it all the way down on the ground until all of this passes. So this here, I'll press that down. So yeah, I think I've had this the last show, and because of the kitty cat's tail, I think that's throwing everybody off. So it needs to be covered. Wouldn't you agree? was starting to get a little bit warm up here in the office. They said that I need a new air conditioning unit. Okay, so I think I'm gonna maybe put that right there. I would like to probably ink that up a little bit if I can find it beside me. I have some inks, maybe some. Let's see, did I put in my basket here? No. I've been spreading everything out, working downstairs because it's so hot up here that I go up and down the stairs with everything, and it's hard for me to find what I need. So I don't know where my little water thing is. So this is a real pretty color. Victorian Velvet is what it's called. I'm just gonna, oh, I just made a huge mess. Look at that. It's kind of pretty though. I'll still put it on there. I'm a mess. So I'm gonna put that on there. Yeah, I don't see how people in Florida in the old days, how they kept cool. But I know they must have had their systems. It's very expensive. I paid $700 for a motor to be put in it last year. And it's already dead. We've been fighting this AC unit since it was installed. Well, it's not all that bad because we have downstairs, and I could be doing this all downstairs, I guess, but it's where everybody walks in, and you know, the kitchen, the dining room, living room is all open, and there's no telling what's going to walk in the front door and what's going to happen around me. So I can't really control that being on live, what's going to happen next. So, and up here it's quiet. I was in my she shed. It was a tool shed, but I made it into a she shed, but it's too hot out there too. So it had a window unit out there, but plugged that in and it died. So it's like, wow. You can probably just write your name in right here now. Now that cat's back in is covered up, maybe that won't throw anybody off. I don't know. But I made a mess right there, but to me that makes it look a little patinaed, I guess you would say. I don't know. Gives it a little texture. You hear the jets. Those are military jets. They fly from one base to the next. Sometimes they get so close while we're sleeping in the middle of the night. It's scary. There's no reason for them to be that low. They fly in twos. They're about a minute and a half from each other, I guess. Not a minute. Like, not quite sure. Probably seconds. That's the second one that just flew. This is Buddy. All right, so I got that glued down. So there's that one. So I hope that looks better, since I'm just going to pin it just because I've got it up here. I'm going to put it for $6.07 and just only because I have it up here. Coptic stitch. I like these because you can lay them flat and write in them. Great for traveling. And those itty bitty little printers. My daughter gave me this printer for the cell phone. I've got to download the thing, but it's great. The little journals are great for these tiny little printers. You print them out and it's a sticker and you stick in it. So if you have anything like that, this one's old, so no telling what they have nowadays. All right. So I got that kitty cat's tail end covered. That's good. But here's some of the medallions. Little chicken medallion. I need to start focusing on Christmas and fairies and books, actually, for the things coming up. The raid trains is what they're called. Do you do the raid trains? So something like that, I can back that on. I think that'd be pretty, and then put something in the front of that. There's something like for babies. So this one, this might be a nice thing for a Christmas kit. So I think I'm gonna save that and see what I'm gonna do with that. And I'll have these little guys another day. Isn't that cute? Little rooster. I had a rooster that looked kind of like him. I had a rooster, a small little rooster, and oh man, he was so mean. I had to move him to the country. Oh my goodness, I can't get a grip on that. Okay, I'm gonna put these up. This is something I'll probably have to do off camera. That'd be pretty for Easter, I think. It'd just be pretty. Pretty on any day, I think. I'm trying to get not reincarnated, my goodness. Reestablished in here in my room. It's such a mess. It's hard to function when you have chaos. I think what I'm going to do is glue this on, and I think that's going to slide. This will be a future project, but I'm going to go ahead and just glue that on. there's another one coming. There'll be another jet after this one. I'm just going to go ahead and get that down the center the best way I can. I like working with Mod Podge because it doesn't dry as fast, and I change my mind quite often. I love working with corrugated boxes. Yes, only to gain new followers. Yeah. Yeah, they have a thing. Another one that's coming up for me is like when you have less than 1,000 cells, you're considered a new seller. And then, and I didn't even know it was a thing, but they try to get you up to 1,000 cells to where you're paid the same day. When somebody buys something, you don't have to wait. So I'm going to put some Mod Podge, a little watered down, on top of this. It's going to stiffen it a little bit, and it makes it look a lot nicer to me. Although this is a glossy Mod Podge, I really don't care for the glossy. I could have sworn I ordered the matte. I couldn't even find it the other day. I thought I was completely out of it. I'm like, how am I supposed to live my life without my Mod Podge? And then I found it. It was in the kitchen. Like I said, I'm all spread out because of the heat. So, you know, I wonder if anybody, if I could just put all of these little things in a, like, one package deal. Little roosters. Take a photograph of it. I might do that. Somebody might want to make a farmhouse journal. I'm going to take a picture with my camera. I got a computer over here. Let me take the photo if I can. Excuse my mess. It's something I'm trying. Let me flip it. You see, that's my ring light. There it is. So I'm going to take a photo. Let me stage it just so. There we go. You probably can't see it, can you? I don't know. There. Okay. So I took a picture of it. I don't know how I can possibly do it with you on the phone. It's a multi-purpose gadget. So I took a photo of them, but now I got to get it on here. I guess I can do create a listing. I think that'd be pretty with that background even. Oh my. with a computer wants to do something. I'm used to doing it on my cell phone, so I am kind of thinking that I may do things a little differently on Wednesdays, because it seems as if I'm spreading myself kind of thin these days. And I need some time to make the things and take pictures of them and then put them in here. So my ring light is just, I have it balanced up here. See, it's all wonky. Oh, jeez. I'm going to have to spring for another ring light. And I was just thinking the other day, what am I going to do when this thing goes? And then here it is. It's all messed up. It's not even balanced. Almost didn't do the show today because it's not stable. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I'm going to come back probably around 3 and work on this situation and get things kind of situated for you guys. And so if you just do the next show, bookmark that. I'll be back at 3 and I'll just change my next show that's coming up for 3 o'clock this afternoon and meet you back here later. Okay? I am literally holding this thing up with my arm. See, it's broken. So this is what I got going on. It's just, it broke from this right here and I just kind of have it hanging right there. So I have some things to figure out for now. So I will bid you farewell and talk to you guys when I get this all figured out. But thank you so much for being here. And I'll have it all together when I come back. I'll talk to you later. It's nice meeting you. And congratulations on that baby. That sweet little girl. You have a good day. I'll talk to you later. So I'm going to try to sign off here. Ending show.